Hello, everyone, and welcome to Valuethon 9, by the way. We'll be getting started in about 9 minutes. We're going to be raising money for Save the Children, which has been a fantastic charity. And I'm super excited that we'll be able to do that again this year. And I hope we have a really chill and fun time throughout the weekend. So stay tuned, listen to some music. We'll get this first run set up. Resident Evil 5 co-op run. Amateur difficulty with Demented Salad and Mattmatt. And that'll be coming to you shortly.
Goodbye, galaxy. Goodbye, galaxy. Goodbye, galaxy. Goodbye, galaxy.
Alright. Boop boop. How's it going? What is up, Valuethon? Welcome to Valuethon 9. We'll be starting off proper. Up first, we have Resident Evil 5 with the Demented Salad Mattmatt, doing new game co-op amateur. So, I believe we are already set up for that. I'm going to go ahead and bring the runners in, and we'll get started.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is the Demented Salad. You're going to introduce yourself.
Myself.
You yeah, yourself.
I am Mattmatt. I play games slow.
This is a Resident Evil 5, and we're doing a speedrun of New Game Amateur Co-op. The time will start when I count us down, so be ready, bikes.
I am ready.
Alright, skip these two cutscenes. And 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this run is it's pretty tech heavy, to be honest. It's a lot different than the solo route, basically, because I have Matt here who's playing Sheva, whereas normally you have her as an AI, and she is absolutely garbage. And, you know, having a partner is actually better.
Wait, have we got disconnected already? I was well confused then. What are you doing?
My button wasn't working. This game's pretty scuffed. My goodness, why is it not skipping? There we go.
There's something wrong with your controller.
It's
This entire run just going to be us watching cutscenes for about 4 seconds before you skip them.
It is. Well, on controller, what I do is I remap my cutscene skip button to X, because it's pretty hard to mash select and still be able to run when you come out of cutscenes. So if you map it to your X button, you can skip cutscenes and still be moving when you finish instantly. This is where we meet our first enemy, and I'm going to completely ignore this guy. Matt's just going to run straight past him. And once he gets to this window and jumps out, I'm just going to kind of stare at him, because I really don't need to do anything here. Because for a lot of these types of things, it'll teleport us once he gets to a certain area.
Also,
we're gonna get the...
I play on keyboard, Salad plays on controller. That's just preference.
Yeah, there's some advantages to both of them, but really it's just more up to preference as to who wants to use what. And a lot of inventory in this game is actually... it's not simple as such, but once you know what you're doing with it, it's actually pretty easy to keep an eye on. So normally on, even on like co-op or single player, when you normally play originally, you would not have anything on for either you or Sheva. We currently have an extra first aid spray in our inventory, because normally you would just completely ignore all that and pick out the guns out of the box. But because we picked up our guns and put them in the inventory before that, we skipped an extra dialogue and time.
I think something's wrong with my buttons as well. I was pressing F to get on the ladder and it wouldn't do anything. Oh no.
It seems to have changed some stuff. Yeah, there's a bit of a desync because of how the audio's working at the moment on this. I don't think it can be helped, but it's fine. You'll just be able to know if we mess something up before we actually mess something up.
Now we're going to stand there for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, this part is
a lot of
literally
waiting
a
in this
simulator.
Yeah.
There's a good chunk of this game where it's just either sitting here relaxing and doing nothing, or watching Chevy get grabbed for a few minutes. Because what we have to do here is we have to wait until our comrade Kirk decides to butt in and try to help us. And then once that goes along, the big executioner guy will show up and knock this gate down. And then it turns into a timer. This entire section is kind of timed. And also, if you shoot this guy in the head from here, he instantly dies. You'd have to deal with him later. On the professional runs, that guy with the microphone has bullied Matt many times and killed him many times.
Everyone bullies me on professional.
Yeah, professional is a whole different... Yeah. So Matt's just letting himself get bullied here and get hit because it doesn't really matter as such for this difficulty because you take such little damage, and we're going to heal each other in a little bit anyway, but I'll explain that when we get to it. So I'm killing a couple of these mainly just so I can try and get a bit of extra gold pickups or maybe an extra grenade drop, because there's a little skip later on that I have a chance of failing because I'm terrible at this game, so an extra grenade would be nice. And I believe... There we go. So once Kirk finishes this dialogue, the big executioner guy is going to show up, and we're going to try and do a manipulation to make him come to us instantly. And I don't think it's going to work. Oh, it did. There you go. I don't actually know how this works, but the executioner works on a sort of timer for whether he comes instantly or not to the gate. And if you don't manipulate him to where he comes instantly, it can actually lose up to 10 seconds in the run. There's different ways of doing it. I think the way that we do it is we both aim in, and then I believe Matt goes into the pause menu. Am I right? I don't remember.
Well, that's what I'm doing what you told me to do.
Yeah, but I forgot what I told you to do.
Well, I basically aim at him, then pause and unpause quickly, and hopefully he'll come towards us, which most of the time he doesn't. So I'm going to discard the pistol because I don't actually need it. And I'll never use it.
We kill the executioner on this difficulty because it actually drops 5k gold. And you can still do this on veteran, but professional, that's a big no-go because if anything so much as touches you, you're screwed.
Did you mention the reloading?
No. Oh yeah, no I didn't. So in this game, you can actually reload from your inventory. You don't have to actually reload from like manually. So if I wanted to reload, I could simply just drag my inventory over and reload it like that. You can also do it on things like ladders or when you're punching an enemy, other stuff like that. It's a lot faster than Resident Evil 4's because it also doesn't pause the game when you do it, like in Resident Evil 4. So me and Matt kind of just running.
Oh yeah.
I'm explaining. I stood still.
You always usually right here when I run past. Well, man.
Get off me. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a bunch of damage. And for anyone who speedrun Resident Evil 4, you'll know that there's something called DA in it, which is difficulty adjustment. So essentially, the better you play, the harder the game gets, and the worse you play, the easier the game gets. So what I'm doing here is purposely taking damage, so I can take my DA down. DA affects multiple things in this game. I'm just going to let you go down here.
I was trying to give you this spray.
I'll just heal you. And you can lose DA in multiple ways in this. There's not many because it doesn't work like in the more recent games, where if you miss bullets it goes down and all that. On this game, you lose it by taking damage and going into the dying state or dying, and you gain it by shooting enemies, killing enemies, etc., etc. The single player for this game isn't actually terrible, to be honest. I don't hate it. I run it myself. There aren't many runners for New Game, but I personally think it's the better category over New Game Plus. Now, I believe we have about, I want to say about a minute left. A minute, 10 seconds left of this before Kirk appears and says, hey boys, do you want some help? Alright, come get me, brother. So now my DA is lower.
Wait, let me down myself again. Wait.
Are you sure you want to do that? Knowing me, I'm going to get hit. Alright, I'll be careful then. I'm going to stay miles away from you. It's pretty easy to die here if you're not careful, which is why I'm kind of staying away from all the enemies. And then I'm going to run up and heal him, and we're going to just leave very quickly. So, you'll notice that I have a pistol here and Matt has a machine gun as well. The reason for that is because... Oh my days. The reason for that is because it's just easier for me to have this gun and Matt have that, due to certain areas in the run. And that way we save a bunch of menuing and all sorts of other stuff and having to buy extra guns for each other. There is another machine gun we can pick up later on, but it's also easier for us to just share one type of ammo. I'm just going to run around aimlessly and hope we don't get hit for the next minute or two. I believe in the next 10-ish seconds Kirk's going to contact us and then the level will end. Maybe a bit more because of how many cutscenes we missed because my button turned itself off. I believe you should contact us in a second or two. There you go.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm gonna take out the door.
Yes, that level isn't very fun. And every time you want to race it, you have to do that all over again. Boring.
Yeah, that chapter's one of the more boring, I want to say. Definitely. Now, this chapter is where we technically meet our first full boss. That other executioner guy was just a mini boss. He was not a lot of trouble and you can easily avoid him. But with this next guy, you actually have to kill him. And there's a nice little glitch that we can do to make that a little faster. But I'll explain that when we get there.
Also, on certain doors in this game, if I'm right next to Salad when he opens them, I can actually clip through him. So I'm going to try and do that here to reach this cutscene a little bit sooner. Like that.
Yeah, this that works better on 60 FPS over 120. 60 FPS on this game is actually the best way to run this game, because 120 FPS introduces a bunch of invisible walls on boundary boxes for all sorts of objects, and you can get stuck on them, which is especially bad for solo runs, because Sheva will run into every single wall and she will not care. And this is where we meet another little mini boss. I actually can't remember her name, but she got grabbed a little while back by a Magenia. I can't remember her name. She has a name, but oh well. She doesn't matter. We're going to completely ignore her. We really don't care about her anymore. I mean, she's already technically dead, so, you know, why not just kill her again, you know? She does drop some treasure, and it's pretty easy to kill her, but we really don't need to because we get more than enough treasure in this run. I have to heal myself in a minute during this fight, you know?
Oh yeah, because you're going in to die by the...
I am.
The as you called them, noodles.
Yeah, he's called Noodles. The Ouroboros monsters on this game we tend to call any type of noodles because they do look like a really thick noodle. It's a very strange type of enemy for this game, I must admit. But in my splits, I think I have the first one as ramen noodles and the second one as udon noodles because obviously the second one is just thick.
Come on.
Come on, shove her. Oh, here's another little cool area here, because if I stand over here while Matt goes and collects the key, it automatically sets off the boss battle. Whereas if you both go into the room, you both have to run all the way back out to set off the boss. Which can lead to a lot of time loss.
Also, you're going to do a glitch here.
I am. Okay, so as soon as this boss fight starts, I'm just going to run straight into this guy, and I don't think I need to heal just yet, but I'm going to do it anyway. We still have extra healing items later on. But what this guy's going to do is he's going to hit me a couple times, and then when he gets to this corner here, he's just going to teleport into the room. And I have absolutely no idea why this happens. It just saves like 5 seconds. He did a grab. That's the first time I've seen him do that in a while. Normally he kind of just walks straight up to you, but sometimes he'll also do a grab. But I have no idea why this does what it does. I don't actually think I'm going to be able to go into dying here, but I don't think it matters too much.
Well, I was going to say let me go into dying, but you know...
Nah, I don't care. Ruin the run. Run's over, boys. We do need to keep a little... Yeah. You what?
Aren't you meant to... Oh, you don't... Wait. What happened to the red and green herb I gave you?
I used it because I had no HP, didn't I? Because you know what we didn't do? We didn't. You know that other herb on top that we normally argue over and try to pick up.
Wait a sec. For some reason my inventory was open.
I don't think that we. I'm just gonna do this. I don't think that we picked up that herb up top. You know. Oh, I think I'm lagging.
No, we didn't.
I might be, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh yeah, I'm definitely lagging.
Are you streaming 30 FPS or is that just you dropping frames?
That's just me dropping frames.
Oh.
My internet
He
seems to
doesn't
be
have
having a little heart.
He's phony, so.
My internet's having a heart attack. I think it's fixed itself, but we'll see. See,
Don't
I
abandon
knew
me,
this
right?
would happen. I
Can't
won't
do it on
abandon you, but but there are some problems. Sometimes it does this, and I think it's going to fix itself soon. It's just my ISP is being has been a problem this past it's just been today really. The issue's been, but I'm pretty sure I can still provide.
It's a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy. They knew I was going live. It's what they do. Anytime I want to do something interesting, they're like, hey, hang on. Let's just mess with this guy. It should calm down in a second, though, I believe. In fact, I think it might have already calmed down, touch wood. But anyway, this chapter is also pretty interesting because there's actually a really good way of skipping our next little mini-boss. And a lot of it relies on our DA.
You didn't get bummed by dogs.
We did. We still might get bummed by these dogs, though. You never know. I've completely lost track of where I was now. Oh, God.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, if you walk too close to that truck, you're going to get hit by it. Don't hit me, please. Thank you. I really have no idea what's going on with my internet.
I mean,
this happened to you on our run last time.
What?
This happened to you on our RE6 run, I think. Last year. I think it happened. I swear it happened to you, or one of us at least. It's probably me again.
Well, it's only dropping like to 30 FPS. It's not like the stream is completely dying.
Oh, well, that's fine then. I mean, we are a little bit behind, I think, but I completely missed it.
I'm smart and I can see the stream, so I can see what it looks like.
Yeah, but shut up.
Also, your game feed's like 15 seconds beyond mine.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
but it's fine. I genuinely, it's just because it's clocked. I think it's fixed itself now. So if like, I don't know whether you can refresh it or not. But if you do, then I think it'll be fixed.
Thanks for shooting the lock, by the way.
I completely forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I was completely focused on my internet.
Professional speedrunner.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Well, we always knew this run was gonna be scuffed. This is just a scuffed game. This sort of stuff happens, you know? And you know what? I'm glad it happened at the beginning. Because then we get the worst game out of the way and we get the worst streamers out of the way.
And what? Speak for yourself.
Yeah, but this part coming up, he's probably miles behind Matt's, but this part coming up here now is actually a skip that's coming up. And it's actually really hard to do.
See, why do I only have 4 lasers?
I have 4 because I picked up that extra one inside the house, didn't I, this time? It's fine.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Mate, my brain.
I'll throw it anyway, don't matter. I was going to throw it anyway, don't worry. I had an extra one. So what I'm doing here is throwing a grenade to hopefully knock all these enemies over and or kill them. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hopefully line this up correctly and throw a grenade over this wall. And hopefully, by doing that, we will have blown up this lock. There we go. Normally, you have to like go across and throw Shever over and a bunch of other things that just waste a bunch of time. But because Chris is facing that way, he can sort of just avoid all of that. And now what we're going to do here is throw 6 grenades because I believe our DA is low enough. There we go. I know I did nade skip. Depending on your DA, that guy either takes 6 or 7 grenades to kill, and using 6 is the best one. Imagine getting nade skip first time. I know, imagine getting it on a run that's scuffed as well. Normally I'm very bad with that skip, and I have a way that I can line it up, so I usually do it like almost every time, but I'm also just terrible, so unfortunately that's how that works. Well, at least on the bright side you get to see Matt's version of this, because it's better than mine.
Oh, what do you mean?
I mean, because the stream's like ever so slightly ahead for you than me because I had the lag issues.
Oh. Yeah, but to be fair, your stream was like 15 seconds behind mine from the get-go.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Which is weird because I don't actually have any like sort of delay thing on. But you know,
it
stuff
seems to be a
happens.
lot better now, so I think
You know
we're
what? I'm
good.
glad. Don't say that. Curse it.
We did get a $10 donation.
If he
by the
just
way.
stands still and stops moving, you know
Oh,
what's
did ya?
happened.
Yeah. $10 donation that just says what value?
What value, damn.
What value? That was towards the Super Mario World 11 exit no cape bonus run later tonight. So thank you.
Beautiful.
Anonymous.
Thank you, Anon. So I picked up a little gem though. It's actually a really well hidden gem, that one, to be honest. There's a lot of these little hidden beetles around these next chapters. They're actually worth quite a bit of money. I say quite a bit of money. They're like 1k or 2k each, but they don't waste any time to pick up because while Sheva's doing all sorts of her stuff, I'm running along like a good little boy, doing as I please.
Come on.
Now this
That was
part.
the best part of the game.
This part is just running through a dark corridor and hoping for the best, to be honest. Funnily enough, if you turn this area up completely for your gamma, it'll still be completely dark, so you should always pick up this lantern, because it helps you see. And what we're doing
You
here, I
don't
believe
need
you
it,
can
but it'll
only...
save time. I don't.
Well, yeah, it saves time because you can see. But what we're doing here is only really... You can only really do it on amateur. Because the AI is so stupid that you can just walk past most of them and just completely dodge all of their attacks. However, I am going to just kind of suicide into these guys here and end up in caution from it. This makes it so that Sheva can just get straight past, and it's just a free line, essentially. Now, I'm going to be a little bit behind. I'm just going to lag behind because I need to heal. And I'll do that in a second while Matt opens the gate. Because I have plenty of time, because this is amateur, so like, the enemies are super slow, so it hardly matters. There we go. If we were to do this on any other difficulty, the enemies would be a lot faster and smarter. On a professional, this part is just basically impossible on solo. I see you picked up the light again.
I just wanted to kick him in the head. That's all I wanted to do. Dumb game.
So unfortunately, the game likes to put over certain inputs for like certain things you do in the game.
Oh, I didn't throw the TNT.
So...
What a guy.
Oh my god, did he not?
No.
So for instance, if I wanted to kick an enemy and there was like a treasure in the way, it would make me pick up that treasure over punching the enemy in the head. And the game is kind of stupid like that, to be honest. Right, let's go. Now, hopefully, if I've lined this up right, this guy with the bow and arrow won't hit either of us. And, never know. There we go, look at that. Beautiful.
What a professional.
I know, it doesn't really waste any time, like just running ahead. But I also just can't be faffed killing the enemies.
Your stream's only like a couple seconds behind mine now. That's good. We're in sync.
Brilliant. Well, I wouldn't say we're in sync. We're still, So,
well, it's better than 15 seconds is what I'm saying.
That's a good point. So, what Matt's doing here is he's basically just buggering off because he doesn't like me. And I'm going to go and collect a bunch of stuff here while he does this. I'm going to go collect a treasure.
I'm going to pick up this grenade and some rifle ammo and hit a checkpoint. Which he will then restart.
He's got bonneted by the arrow. Go away. I hate this guy. This guy is the bane of my nightmare. Bane of my life. There you go. That's the right word.
Bane of my nightmare.
Bane of my nightmare. Ah! Stop hitting me. So essentially, what we just did there was on this game, for co-op at least, you can restart checkpoints as soon as you hit them. So because Sheva hit that checkpoint, I could instantly reset the moment it came up. And now my HP is looking a little low, which is unfortunate, but hopefully none of these enemies are going to clap me. Because, again, on amateur, you can basically just run past anything. Except sometimes these guys have a chance of just blowing up for no reason. Which really wouldn't surprise me, given how scuffed this one is already. Now, up until recently, I was actually upgrading my sniper rifle here until I figured out that we just really don't need to do that. Mainly because originally we were still doing the strategy from Pro, which is where we just upgrade our sniper a bunch of times and a bunch of other things. So we knock him down and we just spray him, essentially. And it's really easy to do. Let's see if I can hit my fast reload. Nope. Essentially on controller, what you can do is, if you're fast enough, while you're shooting your sniper, you can actually automatically reload your gun while shooting, and you can just continue shooting and not have to zoom in and out. But it's a really hard input to get, so sometimes you're going to be a bit screwed with it.
I upgraded my clip capacity there because the trick for that is if you upgrade the clip capacity when your gun's empty, you get all your ammo back for basically free because it's really cheap.
Yeah, but for most guns, upgrading is super cheap, like the first 2 or 3 times you do it. And now for the best chapter.
Oh, fun.
Oh, no.
So, we're both going to change to 30 FPS here. We're going to use that later for the boss fight coming up. Because if we are both on 30 FPS, we have a better chance of one-cycling it. It's still not 100% though. But it doesn't waste any time changing, so it's fine.
For some reason on this game, 30 FPS in this area, at least for co-op, makes it so you can one-cycle the boss. Again, like Max said, it's not 100% because we don't know how to do it properly, but it saves like 40 seconds if you get it. So if you get, I think our current record has it, so it's very hard to run against because we have to get it or it's a reset. Yeah, auto scrollers, Resident Sleeper. This part is literally just shooting a bunch of enemies. That's all it is. And then hoping that they don't Molotov us to death.
Not really much to explain.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing you can really explain here is, I guess, try not to overheat your gun. It's literally it. The guns have a heat system, and you can see in the bottom right-hand corner. It goes slow. It goes more and more red, and if you go over, I'm just gonna do it because it doesn't matter. If you go over, it takes like 7 or 8 seconds for it to fix itself, which really does leave you open to attacks. Just imagine. I can't believe there's two areas like this in this game. Actually, technically there's 3. Because there's 1-1, there's this one, and then there's 6-3 where you've got to wait for those doors to open right before the end.
Quite a lot of waiting.
Yeah. It's actually got more waiting than Resident Evil 6, I think. Oh, you shoot this side, don't you?
Don't even remind me of that game.
I think we'll be running that again soon. Ish. Oh, there we go. Yep, there we go. So, what the Molotovs can do here is they can just stun lock you sometimes. And I've had it before, I've been here like 4 in a row. It's the most annoying thing ever. Imagine waiting in a speedrun. Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate. But, you know, the downsides of this game, well, that's not the right sentence. The upsides far outweigh the downsides. There you go. That's the right sentence. And now here's a little wrench in the plan. In a second we hit this checkpoint. Oh no! A truck. Whatever are we going to do? We're just going to shoot it down. On PS4, that was super fast.
That was very fast.
That was very fast. Oh no, me stream's going again. Oh no. What a nightmare. Luckily, I'm going to be getting an Ethernet card thing that should fix this issue. Gun goes there, yeah. Should. I still don't know why it's done it, honestly. It's just recently started doing it. I think it's because, you know, everyone's still home. And they're all going on the PCs and shit. It's like, yeah.
You should just load your bitrate.
It's only 3,500. It's not even that high.
Yeah, but it might help. Just trying to give you a suggestion.
Stop trying to help me. No, Capcom don't think of speedrunners when they make these games. But then again, Capcom don't tend to think of the gamers when they make these games. Cough, cough, Resident Evil 6, cough, cough. Actually, no, I'd argue for that game. They thought of their fans too much. Because they were like, you know what, we should just make a game for everyone. Ah, yeah, okay, so essentially what we're doing here is to try and one-cycle him, we have to let him get as close to us as possible. And when we shoot both of these things, he will actually, oh dear, we have to do it here. Once we shoot both these things out, his big plague is going to appear, and that's the thing we need to try and get down and kill. And I'm not quite sure we're going to get it, but sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And it would be nice to get the one cycle, but nope, no one cycle. Unfortunate. Most of the time you do have to try and hit every single bullet for it to work. But again, at this point it's just RNG. We don't actually know how to replicate it. So we just hope and do it. That's my favourite RE. Okay, my favourite RE is incidentally 6, but that's besides the point. I have good co-op memories, okay? Yeah. But most people, when they see RE6, they think of horrible solo gameplay. But when I play it, I think of all the good times I had playing co-op with a friend when we first got it. Same for RE5. 6 is also much better for single player.
You missaid Resident Evil Dead Aim.
Resident Evil Dead Aim? Ah, yes. My bad. Resident Evil Dead Aim is the best Resident Evil. That's how close we were to killing him, by the way. We shot him like 5 times and he died. What's the worst one? Ooh. I don't actually know what my worst Resident Evil would be, to be honest.
You like
it'd probably be... I do actually like all the Resident Evils. I'd say 7. Mainly because I don't like the entire boat section, and that's like the final third of the game, so... No. While Matt goes and collects that, I'm just going to stand on the boat. I do have to bear with 30 FPS for a little longer, because otherwise it wastes time to try and change it. But Matt's going to change his while he's on this boat. And here comes the part where I usually crash the boat. Because, again, I don't know how to drive a boat.
Professional. Is he going to crash?
Is he going to crash? Oh. Dude, this boat drives so poorly on 30 FPS. I wish I could... Honestly, I mean, you guys can see it. So, you guys can see how poorly this thing drives at 30 FPS. But I didn't crash. And yeah, I don't have to watch out for crocodiles. You what?
You're just trying to make up excuses.
Shh, don't tell them.
Being bad at driving.
Listen, I don't crash this boat at 60 FPS. There was no proof whatsoever.
Apart from our PB where you probably crashed in that.
Shut up! We don't have like 10 seconds there or anything. Yeah, the crocodiles are hungry. Matt, watch out for the crocs, yeah?
I'm not gonna die, I'm professional.
Checks Vod, no. So, what we're doing right now, essentially, is we have to go and collect all of these slates for a door that's locked. Now, normally you'd go to that door and be like, ah, it's locked, I better go collect all these parts. But because we're speedrunning, we don't do that. Nice, you blew it up.
I know. He said he didn't stand there after shooting it, wondering what was happening. What it wasn't doing.
I've never played Umbrella Corps. That's fair, to be honest. I've never played Umbrella Corps, so I couldn't actually tell you if it's the worst. I heard it's very bad, but I don't count that as Resident Evil. Yeah. Okay, I didn't crash for good. And now we're at the best part of this area, the Crocodile Pit. This area has claimed my life many times in solo speedruns, and I think it's claimed yours twice in co-op.
Yeah, but I know what to do. I'm a professional. So if you walk directly towards them and then turn, they won't grab you. If you try and avoid them, they will actually lunge at you. If you just do that, they won't. Pretty good.
Yeah, the sideways lunge on this is actually incredibly stupid. It's got such a large hit range. There's a clip of me somewhere just getting very mad about it because it was ridiculous. Alright, now we can take off the 30 FPS now. We don't have to bear with it anymore. It's even listed as Resident Evil game on Steam. That's because it's not. It's just bad. You know, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say it. We've done well to not need healing up until now. Oh, there we go. There's the crocodile. You don't want to recognize the game. True. And I'd argue this is probably the second worst area in this part because But sometimes the enemies just decide to do what they want and hit us for no reason whatsoever. This part's awful and unprofessional as well. And now I get to do my favourite thing in this entire game. This is the only reason why I play this game. You can swing that meat around. You can swing the meat.
Love swinging the meat.
Oh, for God's sake. Lewd. Exactly. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for Matt a second. Because if I wait here, this enemy at the back here is most likely to come in. Rather than do what he normally does and just stand there like a melon.
Mate, he went for me there.
Now, I'm going to hope for... Oh, no, I'm about to get clotted. I'm good.
Like the pitch change and you're about to get clotted.
Listen, we all saw that enemy, and we all saw that he started doing a different attack. Normally, those enemies try and throw their weapon at us. But this time he just decided to try and stab me in the chest, and I was like, I ain't dealing with that today. Now we get the only free rocket launcher in the game. And what we're going to do with that rocket launcher?
Probably miss and fail.
Now, you might be thinking to yourself, where could they possibly use this amazing free rocket launcher? The only one in the entire game that they're going to get. You might think that we're going to use it on a boss, which is a fair assumption, but no. No. You're going to see it in a second, and it's going to be brilliant.
Come on, come on, come on.
I miss the days when me and Matt used to argue over who would try and put these in, because you can both spam it, and sometimes one of you will do it, but now he just lets me do it.
Yeah, but it's more
no
fun
RNG.
The entire time.
Exactly. The entire reason that we now do this is just to kill off RNG in the run. Like, I saw this in an old run, and I was like, you know what? We should definitely just do that, because... Especially for solo, this area is complete RNG. Now, in reality, I could go grab that Magnum, but I'm not going to because we haven't practiced it, and I ain't about to do that in a normal run. And there you go. That's how you use it. Run. That's it. That's the run. We did it. Congrats.
Oh, nice. Credits roll.
Exactly. Credit roll. Mate, I'll have to get jumped at then. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I'm about to get clotted. Oh, no, we're good. Nice.
Oh, he's going to hit you. Ooh.
No, he's not.
No,
We're good. Don't worry about it. Oh, you know, actually, he was super close.
He was.
This chapter is actually pretty simple. It can just go wrong in a lot of ways. Especially on the harder difficulties. But we chose amateur because we're really bad at this game. And it's a really easy category. It's actually a really fun category too. I'd say this is probably the most fun I've had running a Resident Evil game. Mainly because of how involved it is.
You're forgetting about ORC.
Oh yeah, no, actually, yeah. Operation Raccoon City is the most. I can't even lie. I still like Operation Raccoon City. It's a good game. Leave it alone. It's just broke.
I don't know why I'm running forward there. I was trying to get the cutscene before you, so I'm ready.
I know, and then you still have to get me ammo.
Yeah, but I can go back and get it.
Right. People always, everyone always makes fun of me because I say I like a game and then I sit there complaining about it the entire time. And yeah, I do complain about every game I play, but I also enjoy them, I promise.
The only reason we're learning about ORC is because it's literally unfinishable on PC on co-op.
Yeah, I mean we still whine about this game. All right.
Oh no, wait, no, you're not.
Get bullied.
You are. You're gonna have to.
Goodness, that other enemy was like, I'm just.
He went to turn around, and then the other one just came at me. Not fair.
So I still don't know what causes this, but sometimes if I run ahead, all the enemies seem to come to me and just stand here and watch me. I have no idea why it happens. It just sometimes does. Yeah, when I get tilted, I like the game I'm playing. And this is another waiting part. I still don't know why they put this in the game. I could literally throw Chevrolet over that door. It's like 2 feet tall. But no, apparently we have to have an obligatory crocodile scene yet again where I can get killed.
Yeah, but if it was too easy, then there wouldn't be a game, would there?
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Nom nom, exactly. No, we're gonna do another checkpoint reset here. There we go. As soon as I see the little black screen that says check, I can instantly do it. And that saves like quite a bit of time because I have to open the door and run along myself otherwise.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing in RE6, but it's not that good. It's not used as much. If Chris went home, there would not have been a game. True.
Spray this time, just in case we get twatted on the boat.
Yeah, I actually think you should just use it on as. Actually, no, I have a healing item anyway. I'll do it when we get to the door, because we are looking really low. And I would rather us actually be able to actually finish this run. Sheva wouldn't be able to do any of this on her own because it's Sheva and she's completely useless. So.
I'm not that much
If
better.
Chris went home. Yeah, true. Matt actually listens, you know, unlike the AI, but he's still bad, so. I mean, I'm not much better than I actually Chris's AI is worse than Sheva's as well, which not many people know because when you play a new game, you only play as Chris. You can't play as Sheva. But Chris's AI is actually infinitely worse than Sheva's, so arguably Sheva is the better of the two. Now I think about it. Hello, sir. Please don't shoot me. So a lot of this pie is literally just waiting around and hoping I don't get hit by arrows while I wait for my thing here. There actually used to be a glitch here where you could rocket yourself through that fire in the middle and you could glitch your partner through by them reviving you. But they patched it out like many eons ago now. It's been a long time. Hopefully this enemy won't hit me because if he does I'm going to be very upset. Thank you. Sometimes, depending on whether Sheva pushed him or not when she first went there, he'll actually try and clap me. And as you can see, there are many chainsaw men trying to kill us at the moment, and I'm just going to hopefully avoid all of them. Oh, let's go. Oh my days. Who are you?
I've never seen them be that fast.
I know. You're well good at this game.
I pressed spacebar for some reason to try and open the door. Not to open the door, to climb down.
Oh, wait, here's another waiting part, actually. This area is a holdout section. This entire area is a holdout section with Josh. Can I have me ammo, please? Cheers.
No, you're not
Oh, wait,
allowed
a
it.
flash grenade? Nice.
I literally just said, oh, there's a flash grenade there, and you were just not even... Why are you giving it to me?
I've got no inventory space.
Well, I might
What
as
do
well
you
throw it.
mean?
I'll throw it at them.
Exactly, you might as well throw it. You might as well do it.
You want some machine gun ammo, please? I'd like that.
Sorry, no can do, bucko.
That'd be solid.
Yeah. You know, it's now just occurring to me how many waiting parts there actually are in this run. Actually baffling, to be honest, how many waiting parts there are in this run. Like, this part is literally just shooting enemies so they can't climb over and clap Josh. That's all it is. Where's the big guy? He only comes in the second part. And that's RNG as well, I think. I don't know whether he just comes through sometimes or not. Like, he might come through now. No, he didn't. When he says almost got it, they do sometimes come through and sometimes they don't. I'm not sure whether it has to do with how many enemies you've killed or what, but sometimes he just doesn't. I think we should be good to get on the elevator in a second. There we go. Look at that. Perfect timing. I'm not going to restart here, right? There's something we do on professional is right there. We restart the checkpoint because when we restart the checkpoint, Josh instantly runs outside of the elevator and gets ahead of us, which makes it less likely for him to die. But on this difficulty, we just kind of let him run behind me because it's just easier.
And I don't get ahead of him because if I get ahead of him, he'll stop and start shooting the enemies. So I have to stay behind him.
Yup, keep him behind. Hey, look, I found 30 ammo for you. Happy now?
Oh. I'm sorry.
What is that noise?
At the store the entire time and do absolutely nothing.
Yep, I get all the important parts because I'm the main character.
Hey, I do more than you actually. Thank you.
You actually do. I bully him a lot, saying that he never does anything, but he actually does quite a bit in this run. I'm also getting really badly cyberbullied by this enemy. Bye. So now what we're doing here is I'm just gonna kill this Magina, and hopefully that still worked. Nice. This guy drops another 5k gold that we really need. And I actually have a lot of ammo this time, so it's gonna be really easy to kill him. And hopefully I don't get clapped by the owl. Don't go through yet.
Oh.
What are you doing? We just missed out on 5k.
You said don't go through yet, as I'd already pressed the button.
Not on my screen. On my screen, it hadn't even got off yet. See, this is what happens when we have bad communication. Matt ruins our run. Shake my head.
It's fine.
It's fine. We don't need the 5k. I don't think. We have a lot of extra money at the end of the game. I just don't know how this affects this next part. So we have to run away. I don't know where you are. This is another time section. We just have to escape. Mate, stop hitting me.
Oh, where's me?
I don't know, mate. I'm just always getting bullied in this game. There's enemies that have RNG as to whether they're going to.
Oh, mate, the
you get wrecked.
in your face.
Such a scuffed run. They have RNG as to whether they're going to swing or just throw all the weapons at you. Shake my head, I know. Oh, Josh was useful. There we go. Look at that. I mean, this actually still isn't too bad, to be honest, I don't think. Even though we've messed up a lot.
That's buy rockets.
Oh, actually, no, we can still buy 3 rockets. We're good. See? Easy plot. Every time I play anything on this game, I get bullied. Doesn't matter.
Here we go. Hang on tight.
This is actually my favourite chapter of the game, simply because there's something funny that I have to do here. Otherwise, it's just a waiting game again. You know what? It's really occurring to me how much of this game is just a waiting simulator. There's a lot of downtime in this game. And I really don't mind that.
Get to the end.
You won't.
You what?
You won't. Say it again. Do it, you won't. No.
Wait,
So, I'm just going to stand on this boat in a minute and Matt's going to go do all the work. Because I'm lazy. Ah! Stop hitting me! I'm sick of getting abused by this game, you know. Waiting sim, actually.
Playing it then.
Stop playing it. It's fun.
Oh, mate. Can you move, please?
No. I should have actually shot these guys out, but I'm lazy. So now what I'm doing here is waiting for Matt to just activate this, and I just get to stand on this boat and just chill. There's really nothing I can do here, other than look pretty and shoot this, maybe. If I can hit it. Has he got good aim? No, he's not. He has.
Why can't I...
No,
I'm
the
literally
TNT
standing
blew
in
you
front
up.
of it and it wouldn't let me jump across. I am well back.
Mate, he's on the boat. He's gonna kill me. There we go.
He had a heart attack.
If this boat starts while he stood on it, he kind of just flies off it. It's really funny. Don't you dare. So now I just kill myself here a few times. I literally just go into dying repeatedly. You might want to be careful because if that TNT guy blows you up, you're screwed. Alright, there we go. I think this is fine. Normally I'd want to go into dying a couple more times, but because Matt had the first aid spray, he couldn't just revive me instead of healing me. Because for some reason they don't give you the option to actually just revive someone over healing them. So when you have a healing item, you're essentially just forced into doing whatever it tells you to do. Now, up until recently, I was sniping out these 2 guys on these guns here that are going to spawn in a second. But now we just kind of run through it. Because, one, it's faster. It's a little bit risky because sometimes you might get slapped. But it's usually faster. And
Wait,
since I'm ahead, I'm going to go... Okay. There we go. I'm going to stand back and wait on... Ah! I'm going to stand back and just wait here so I don't get clapped by the gunman. There we go. And now I just get to run away because screw Mark.
What the...
I do have to wait on this door for him though. If you're really unlucky here, you can get destroyed by these guys. But if they stop shooting in time, you're normally fine. Because normally I'd have to just stand here and snipe them both, but luckily we're okay.
I got hit once.
I think I got hit a bunch, but it's not too bad. Now we're coming up to our second main boss, our third main boss fight of the game actually.
More rockets.
And it's Irving with more rockets. A lot of the bosses on this game are done with rockets. Honestly. Which is kind of the same as New Game Plus, but on New Game Plus you also have infinite rockets, so you can basically do whatever you want. We have to be careful when we're doing these.
Understood. Just try not to get yourself killed.
And there you go, that's the boss fight. That's it. Again, it's easy.
They made
a lot
the
of these bosses
way too cheap.
Yeah, the rockets in this game are super cheap. I think they made them... They were better in RE4 because they cost a lot of money. Whereas on this one, you can buy one for 10k. And you get so much money in this game, it's insane. It's like the people who made this game specifically thought to themselves.
Don't pick up the flash.
We know that... Yeah, like, they were like, we know this is OP, so... You know, why not?
Actually, you should pick up these treasures.
Yeah, I'm going to pick up the treasures.
We'll just
So you'll, yeah, I think I'll get one. You notice that we got a flash grenade earlier, and because of that, I didn't have to grab one in this chapter in those first few pots that we ran past. On this game, and I think in Resident Evil 4 too, as well as in 6 if there's any. Flash grenades insta-kill all these things. Which one am I grabbing? This one behind? I don't think it matters really. There you go, they're all dead.
Well, one's
rocket launchers... Oh, wow. Rocket launchers do a lot more damage than 3000. They do like upwards of 30k, I think. Depending on the depending on the boss or enemy.
Remember, don't shoot the treasure.
No, I'm gonna shoot the treasure, it's mine. Wow, how have I got 3 grenades?
Hello.
How have I got 3 grenades? How's that one happened?
Dunno. Cheating.
I've
got a trainer open. Hacking. Everyone reporting to Twitch.
The hell? Is the guy's trying to get me banned? It's only because he doesn't want to play RE5 with me anymore.
No. And then if you get banned, you can't play with anyone else, so I win all the way.
Did I just do one of them into a pod?
Who just shot me then?
I don't know, mate. Mate, they're well slow on co-op, you know. They destroy me whenever I play solo. Well annoying.
No, it's random.
No.
Because sometimes they run out. Oh, they used to run out and bum me, but they don't do it that much.
That's fair. Now don't forget, let me go first. Because right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a very specific grenade that's going to hopefully kill all 5 of these guys, which makes it easier to get through. There we go. And he didn't land in the way this time, so we can instantly get on. Oh, there we go, nice. Now, I might get stuck here and get destroyed because there's about 50 spiders in my way, but I think I'm good. No, we're good, nice.
There's a grenade there.
Oh, what just happened to me?
What?
Mate, I'm stuck. I have no idea. I got hit by something invisible. I am baffled as to what's just happened to me. Mate, what's this spider doing? Bloody hell.
Can you doing a speed running, you know?
I'm stuck on the door. I couldn't do anything. I ran past every enemy there. Shut up. Don't tell them. This last time I was doing this, I completely just missed my input. I'm pretty sure the game ate it, and I just fell down here. Which was unfortunate, but still. I'm good at this game, alright? It's fine. You know, it's not one of our runs if something doesn't go wrong. You know, either my internet drops, your internet drops, or, you know, some other stuff happens. I get hit by invisible enemies. Really, you know, it's fine.
You have to leave in the middle of a run. Like that one time.
True.
Oh, no, wait, no, but I didn't leave that. Finish the run. And
I think... Yeah. Yeah, everyone loves watching me get memed on. If a run goes perfect, that's a worry. That's true. That is true. There's always going to be something that happens in a run, and it's either some really, really crappy RNG, or you try and do a new strategy and it doesn't work. You know when you do something in practice and every single time it works, but then when you do it in the actual run, nothing works. That's basically what happens. You lost a run to 4-2 on a console error. Well, that's why you don't run on console. Simple.
Oh mate, I paused the game again.
What's wrong with you?
I stopped pressing it, but sometimes when it comes out the cutscene, it still registers that I pressed escape when I have not.
I like how I had all these ideas that I'd be explaining all like cool stuff that happens in this game, and it's just turned into a meme fest. That's literally what happens with most of our runs.
I did stuff, which as you can see though, which is useful.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, I did.
The grenade launcher is actually it's actually really well hidden. Most people don't even notice it's there, mainly because people are blind. But what do you mean? Mate, honestly, watch this back later. I just got hit by an This guy swung and hit me with the, like, I don't even know. Nah, we're not going to explain my run past Popo Karimu. Screw that. We don't need that. Nah, I'll explain it when we get there.
Oh, we did get another donation, by the way.
Oh, go ahead.
$20 donation from Just Me and Other People. Who says, so glad to see my favorite game, Rain World, in a marathon, and that was towards the Hunter category for the bid war on Rain World. So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, most of this game is literally just you could read out a donation whenever. It's like it's like so many just certain points where you got to explain stuff, and most of it is just running. That's just this game, though. But I think it's why I like running it.
Game touch, but it's not. You still just run everywhere.
35, the walking simulator. Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. So, this part is where we've come up to another boss, and I mean it's a boss, but it's not much of a boss. So, you can either rocket this guy or do exactly what we do and simply run past him, and I get clarted because that's how this game goes sometimes. This game sucks. Don't run or activate the cutscene yet. Oh my god. Oh, good. Okay. So, by running past him, we essentially skip the fight, and you can kill him, but it's just faster to do this. Because I didn't actually know this until we started running this. There is an alternative cutscene if you don't fight him and run away, which is this. Just got to peepo sprint away from this guy.
You found out this because of me. I was like, you know, we can just run past him, right? And you were like, woo!
Yep. I think this was when we were running pro, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you kill him, you do get 10k worth of treasure, but it's just faster to run past him, at least. Because what you'd normally do is you just waste a rocket on him, which on solo it's actually faster to rocket him. I know you get up to a.
You're gonna have to remind me at the start of 5.2 to buy the flash rounds, so we'll probably forget.
I mean, if I forget and you forget, then we'll just walk back and do that, so it skips it, so it's fine. Because I can't be faffed getting destroyed when we have no healing items. We've done much boosting. What do you mean boosting? I mean boosting Sheva up to places, because I don't actually think we've done it at all. Up until now. Have we actually done that at all?
Don't know. Man, what are you doing?
Oh yeah. I completely forgot.
What are you doing?
I'm bad at this game, we know this.
I pressed the button. Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, thanks. Nice one.
I pressed my
I'm gonna get.
It was well confused then why I wasn't doing anything.
Oh no! My face.
Mate, oh god.
I got it then, that's your fault, I'm reporting you. Oh no, we've not done any of that. But we're bad, so, you know. I have to wait for this to go. So, while I'm going collecting this, Matt went over to the other side and collected the other, I don't know what it's called. What was it called? A slate?
I messed up the cycle because I was well slow.
It's alright, you messed up my cycle.
It's because I went to pick up the emblem and I walked past it, bearing in mind I'm literally looking right at it.
Man,
I'm
clap.
the button and it didn't pick it up.
So I have to wait here and just burr and grin and hopefully do not get destroyed by all these enemies. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I have 1 bullet left. Oh no.
Mate, what a professional.
I think this is the lowest ammo I've ever had in this area, honestly. But it's fine because in the next chapter we're going to get a bunch of ammo anyway. And I don't actually shoot any bullets. What do you mean, damn salad? 1 bullet and 1 dream, exactly. You've always got to keep 1 bullet for yourself. Yeah, there's a spider on the floor, and at first, because I'm really arachnophobic, I used to just run past it. And then Matt bullied me into just running straight through it, and now he bullies me because I push it out of the way when I run past it. I can't win. So this part is actually probably, it's like the only real puzzle in the game, isn't it? This entire area.
Come on.
Is it? Yeah, actually true.
Come on.
Yeah, it's like the only real puzzle of the game.
True.
And it involves, like, this area involves actually a decent bit of teamwork. Because if one of you is too slow, you can actually kill the other person. So if I was any slower with that, I would have probably died. Because if you get hit by this sunbeam, you instantly die. There are no questions asked. You are dead. And to do this optimally, you have to do it in certain orders, which Matt usually forgets.
The best part is you would think that it would, you know, chop you in half, but no, it just sets you on fire.
Yeah, you kind of just felt like you've got to fight. You know when a bee's buzzing around and you're trying to get it away from you? That's essentially what you do. And then you just fall to the floor and you're dead. Mate, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it gives you a nice tan.
Quickly backtrack before I got burnt.
You might have seen it if you'd have done that. Damn. Too excited for what? Completing the puzzle?
Yeah, I just wanted to get it done.
Matt spent all night practicing this puzzle so he didn't get it wrong.
Nah, I'm professional.
And now this chapter is where we actually meet another boss. Nice wall bucko.
I didn't even have my hand on my mouse, I couldn't turn.
There's like a what percentage would you say of the time we actually just completely forget about this and just run straight into the flowers?
Probably 70%.
Yeah, it's like a good chunk of the time we mess up that. Because it starts you off right in front of the flowers, and normally you're just trying to run instantly as soon as the area starts. So it's unfortunate.
See, I told you I could run past that one.
Honestly, on my screen then, you didn't even run past it.
What?
On my screen, you didn't run past.
What? I stood still so I could do that and let you open it and just nah. What?
Literally, you glitched through it on mine and then you just sort of disappeared. Oh, 10 out of 10, honestly.
Not happy.
And this is where we meet I'm gonna say it's the weirdest enemy of this game, honestly. Oh yeah, I did. It's a good thing I had this 1 bullet. I just used it. Lickers. What a strange. Oh, there's one next to me, isn't there?
I blew him into you.
Oh my god.
The noises you make.
Mate, I just saw a tongue next to me, like. I ain't about getting licked, you know.
I just saw it back. That's brilliant.
Yeah. We wouldn't last in a fight with a whole horde.
I genuinely just had a heart attack.
Come on.
This game's so different with that fruit walk in the background. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Oh wait, you need to shoot here. I have no ammo.
Oh mate,
I don't think
had me grenade launcher in my hand. What have you done?
You know what I did? I shoot 2 bullets in this chapter. I shoot 3 bullets in this chapter. I was wrong. Yeah, careful. They will lick me. Because I've been running this game solo a lot, I've been slowly losing my mind to this game.
There you go, bullet.
Oh, thanks. And losing my mind has involved me playing a popular meme from, like, I think a year ago or the year before, called Furret Walk, and it's just constantly playing that over and over again. It helps me get less salty. So what we're doing here is we're just waiting for this elevator. Normally you have to just fight these guys, but we have a very OP grenade launcher that just destroys everything in its path. You remember Furret music? Shiver does. Yeah, Shiver makes everyone cry, honestly. I'm gonna pick up the other ammo. I did.
Well done. Am I gonna miss the rocket?
Yeah. Is Matt gonna miss the rocket? Find out next time on Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Oh! He didn't miss it. Oh! Give Matt a round of applause, everyone.
It might actually look really easy, but it's quite easy to miss that.
Yeah.
Game's down and the hitbox is really small.
It's a very specific hitbox. And if you miss it, then it just does nothing. He just tanks it. He literally couldn't give a shit. Now, I'm not gonna buy a Magnum because...
I'll just do my flash rounds now then.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna buy it, but then I realized I had no money, so I had to sell. Okay, now I'm gonna buy a Magnum because we need it for the next chapter. And since Matt would be buying the flash rounds for this area, Tim Wesker to the Shadow Realm. Gonna send him on, no. You're gonna send him off to the stars.
You can ask her about that.
Okay, so this area is awful. That's also all I can say. This is where they introduced guns into the game, and honestly, it's the worst thing they could have done. The guns in this entire chapter are awful.
We were getting shot at by miniguns earlier.
Yeah, but I mean, like, every enemy has a gun now, you know? Like, not just a minigun in some military zone. Like, everything and everyone has this weapon. And on professional, this place will get you killed instantly most of the time. And on solo, though, you throw a grenade to kill all those enemies, but because we're on co-op, we can just run past it, because I have a slightly more competent partner.
Slightly?
I mean... Come on, that's all I'm going to give you.
I have to deal with this bullying on a daily basis. This is not fair.
And you can blame Danny for that.
Where is he even gone? I haven't seen him in ages.
I don't know. I see him every now and again.
I mean, I say that, but I don't even stream. Oh my god.
That's a good point. Yeah, you don't even stream much. I don't see Danny in my streams anymore. I streamed like last time we streamed was like a month ago.
True.
He doesn't even visit me chat. He's too busy sleeping all the time.
It's getting old, isn't it?
I mean, Sheva tries, but she's getting old. Shut up. 23.
No, I meant Danny.
Oh, I mean, you're getting old too.
I am, to be fair.
You're getting on in years. All my days. Mate, he was gunning for me then, you know. I've still not put any ammo in my pistol. I probably should do that.
Nice.
Oh, don't put me in caution, please. I'll do anything. Yeah, he's gonna hurt me. Oh no. No, we're good. We're okay. Don't hit me with a single bullet or I swear, man.
Swear, man.
20s old. I swear down.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's in caution. Go on, heal yourself. Go on. Look at him getting it. Disgusting. Oh, man, I'm gonna get slapped by this guy. Oh no, I'm not. We're good. Run!
Oh, I can't wait to get blown up.
25, you're basically an old man.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Ah!
Man.
Why do you always get hit and I never do? Just heal yourself.
Because this game's shit.
So we gotta try and get through this area as fast as. Did you just get?
Oh my god, man! I swear.
I think this is the unluckiest I've ever seen you in this part. Oh.
Not happy. I'm not happy.
Oh no. Oh. Honestly, if anyone ever expects some sort of like professionalism from either of us, oh, that's unfortunate, bucko. Oh dear, that's great. I actually think that is the worst RNG I've ever witnessed for that area. Because I never get hit by anything here, and Matt always ends up getting hit by at least one, no matter what he does. Oh, it's just great, honestly. I don't understand. I don't understand why, but I always get a little lag spike though when we run past back that lever, and I had no idea why. Always a little lag spike. Now we're gonna run away from this guy because we don't want to get clapped. No, the Reaper won't hug me. The Reaper's nice. I can hear him behind us. Listen, I never get tilted, and anyone who says otherwise is just incorrect. Mate, he's right behind us, you know. Let's go. So
you always get scared here. He's not killed us yet. So
yeah, but I can usually see like the little stink that comes off him or whatever it is. I don't know.
The stink.
The stink. So that little thing that we just that thing we met back there is a Reaper, and they're arguably nice corner.
I don't know what happened there. That's not fair.
They're arguably the worst enemy in this game. If they grab you, they will one-shot you. So like they have like a few attacks. One of them they kind of just go to hug you, and then if they hug you, you die. And the other one they kind of swing at you, and you're fine if they do that. Don't get tilted, crocodile. Jones. Listen.
Flash rounds, some flame rounds there for the end of the game.
Yeah. And now look, another boss battle. I wonder what happens here. Except he's dead. This boss battle is actually terrible, by the way. It's so hard to kill, even on amateur difficulty, and the best way is always just to rocket it, always without fail. Yeah, I always will use a rocket on this thing, always. Because the only way you can actually damage that thing is by using a flamethrower, which is actually on that wall over there, and you use it during the fight. You can also use other things like flame grenades and flame rounds, but they take ages. Because you can't actually damage his normal form, you have to make some weird pustule things pop out of his back. Actually, come here. Let me go in the inventory, game. Let me go in my inventory. I was trying to heal us.
Well back then, why you just standing there like a melon?
I was mashing triangle and the game was like, no.
No.
Not today. Now this part's also terrible. I'm gonna throw a grenade here in an attempt to try and kill these enemies so they don't destroy us. I think I did kill them. And now I'm hoping on good RNG in this area. We got bad RNG yet again. Nice.
Yeah, can't wait for you to die. I'm gonna try and flash the dude that's next to you.
Yeah.
If I can.
Oi! No, I'm good. I think I'm okay. I got really... I got alright RNG. Because that last one didn't spawn.
Oh, didn't he?
No. He's gonna spawn when I get out of here, though.
Mate, I am being wrecked.
Gonna shoot him again. I love not being able to see, you know.
There's 2 grenades.
Okay, wait for it. There we go. Okay, we're good. So I buy this because it instantly kills. Fucking! I was in the middle of picking up an item. I was trying to get the one of the things because we missed out on the 5k earlier. So those enemies, every time you kill one, they drop a treasure that's worth 5k gold. So it's always good to kill them if you can, but because they have the one-shot attack, they can be a pain in the backside. Warrior Crisp with shades, exactly. Speaking of Warrior Crisp with the shades, yeah, there are some skins in this game that are actually really useful, as opposed to. What are you doing?
I didn't want that then. I was trying to shoot in.
Some of the skins on this game are actually really useful. But it's just reset the timer.
What?
It just reset the timer.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's. Don't worry about it. Listen. This is why we chose this game. We get the worst game out of the way. We get all of the. We get the worst game out of the way. We get all the random BS that happens out of the... What do you mean, game? Happens out of the way. And, you know, everything's just better after that. You know, it's good. We're fine.
That was
I think...
Below in our
yeah.
Fine.
Oh, the is that low that this guy didn't even spawn. Oh. World record. Oh, yeah, we got world record. 0000. Oh my days. Crazy. He started the timer again.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
we should start the run save from now on. There you go. Free world record.
Yeah.
You know, every single time I get to a waiting area in this game, I remember there's another one. This is another waiting area. In fact, I'd say this is probably one of the longest waiting areas.
No, one's the longest.
Oh, that's why I said one of. We have to wait here for this thing to go up, and it takes a few minutes to do it. So we just get to stand here and talk about the weather. Did you miss that every single time? I did. He did. You're well bad, you.
It's hard to eat.
No,
With
it's
the
not.
machine
It's bad.
gun. What, you
Just wanted to make sure the runners have a good time. Exactly. I can't. It's gone there. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You should be glad I didn't miss that because I've only got enough for these two and then Jill.
Meant to have enough for Wesker too, God's sake.
What are you on about, Wesker?
If you shoot him 3 times with the flashes, it stops his go down animation, doesn't it? And he goes quicker.
Yeah, we didn't practice that. I'm not going to do it if we didn't practice it, am I?
Just do it, you well bad.
No, I can't now.
Gee, the timer is irrelevant. All you need to know is that we're on pace for estimate. There you go. That's all you need to know. Somehow, despite all of this.
Wait. I'm well baffled. Where am I? Why is he over there for? Oh, well.
What happened?
I don't know. He spawned on a different platform, I swear to God.
No, he didn't.
Mate, I'm
You
welcome.
melon. Oh, for goodness sake.
It was you distracting me with the Wesker shit. I got
Oh, shut
confused.
up. So, I don't think we mentioned this, but Matt collected 12 electric rounds earlier. And these are really useful because we're going to use like 5 or 6 of them here to kill all these enemies so we don't have to deal with them. And we're going to use them later on in the run to skip a specific segment, which is actually impossible to do on this current version of the game for a lot of people. But I'll explain that when we get there. Because the latest update of this game broke a lot of stuff and made some stuff just soft lock you. If only we had a herb.
I know. Don't need one.
I wish I hadn't have used that one that we picked up, or that I picked up before. We might have actually had one otherwise. Feels bad, man. If only I had a healing item. Yeah, they didn't break Crane Skip. They broke it so you can't do that area normally. An enemy gets stuck up top and doesn't spawn, so you can't kill him. It soft locks the game.
If we want to find out, we're gonna have to lower that bridge.
It only happens for some people, but I can't physically complete my game naturally on this patch because of it. I have to do Crane Skip in some form or other. Otherwise, it just doesn't work at all. Is that my stream dying again? I think it is.
But you got disconnected then?
No. But I clearly something's up because I can see my things going like white every now and again. I'm like another 10 seconds behind now. Every single time I go to do anything, the game's just like, no man, don't worry about it. You don't have to do it. Heck the timer, heck the left side. All that matters is you've got Matt. There you go.
That's the worst possible thing you could imagine.
Literally. It'll fix itself at some point. I do think it's just because of the COVID and everything, like everyone's home and using the internet at the same time. So it's just somehow screwing it. Which wouldn't surprise me. Because otherwise my internet's normally beautiful. Although it wouldn't surprise me if for some reason someone in my house is downloading or something. Where the hell are they all?
They're all above me, I can hear them.
There's normally one just waiting for me. And now we get to spend 7 minutes with Wesker.
No.
Is all I can spare to play with you. Is he gonna try and shoot me? No. See, that's easy. Yet again, another boss fight completed. Beautiful. Except now he won't let me past him. And I'm sad.
So I'm gonna try and
explain Jill.
Jill here. Oh, you bitch!
He went down the stairs too quickly. There you go.
There I go. I'm gonna shoot her in the leg and then I can shoot her in the chest. And do that about 8 times and then I don't have a flash grenade, so you're gonna have to.
Yeah, just let me know I can do it. So Jill's little device.
I was paying attention trying to explain it, so I don't know. Yeah, that's one.
Jill's little device thing has a set amount of HP, and you can either pull it off or you can shoot it. And it takes 7 shots to pull it off. And if you shoot it 6 times, you can pull it off if you mashed fast enough.
Do I need a rocket for this chapter?
No. No, you don't.
No.
I need it, and I have one.
Well, I didn't even have one to put in anyway, so.
You can tell this is how professional we are. We have world record, and we still have no idea what we're doing.
To be fair, we've only finished one run in the past like month and a half or something, so.
True. Every single run we've had keeps getting screwed in some way, shape, or form.
What? Wait there.
Yeah, I thought. Well. I mean, I have full HP, so you can just do you.
Yeah, I could have healed you a little bit.
It doesn't matter. You melon, you've done it enough. True. It's easy. I think it's easier to do with the controller, that Jill part, but a lot of people prefer mouse and keyboard because when you use a controller, when you're aiming in, you have no shake whatsoever. But on your on keyboard and mouse, you get a lot of shake on your camera when you try to shoot, which is why I personally believe it's easier to use controller to shoot.
So hopefully that'll kill the guy up there, and then we can skip the spot.
Yeah, there's a guy up there on top of the crane, and you can do multiple things to kill him. You can either all the way back there's a spire that you can climb and shoot him with a sniper. Or you can rocket underneath him, or you can shoot him with either explosive rounds or electric rounds. And if that kills him, then the crane doesn't drop, and you don't have to protect Sheriff for the next few minutes. Oh, you're about to get punched.
Wow.
Sometimes he hypers and just punches. Yeah, it's a massive run killer if you miss it. Which is why I usually shoot 3 or 4 just to be safe, because I don't trust this game. You can shoot an arrow at him. I got stuck, alright.
No, you just walked into the wall. I'm watching you do it. You didn't get stuck.
Stop bullying me. Where's JJ? JJ appears soon. Is he even called JJ in this game? They're called JJs in Resident Evil 4, but are they the same name here? JJ, for anyone who's wondering, is a Gatling gun Magina.
You must have done something to really piss him off.
It goes a bit beyond just pissing him off.
So
That's pretty interesting that you can use an arrow to skip that. But yeah, we're coming up to JJ now. He's a really big guy who has a Gatling gun, who takes special comfort in destroying us. But as usual, we have a rocket launcher to deal with him. I think we have a rocket launcher on every difficulty to deal with him actually, except for maybe professional. Oh, do we? No, we have to use one in professional because otherwise we get destroyed. I think. Because for anyone who doesn't know, if anything so much as touches you, you're going to dying instantly on professional because this game is very well balanced. And there you go, he's dead. We have killed him. I see. Although it is a separate type of plaga, I think. Because RE4 and RE5 have different types of plagas. Now, coming up to here, you'd think this chapter would be over here, but no, you'd be incorrect. We go into this extra little room, and for some reason, there are just a ton of random Magini with rocket launchers. Now, while that looks very daunting, all you have to do is hide here, and they will kill themselves. And not always kill themselves, but for the most part, they will. This guy still appears alive, and each one of them that dies drops a Dead Bride's necklace. Which I think is worth like 2.5k or something. So it's always nice to have a little bit of a cushion for when you're doing that. Yeah, Gear, stop backseating.
Are you doing Wesker?
Yes.
Okay.
If I have enough rockets, I don't even know how many I buy 4, I don't even know how many I need.
Why am I? Hang on, I need flash rounds.
Why
No, not flame rounds. Why did I just buy flame rounds? So confused.
Look at this guy.
Oh,
Look at this guy not even knowing how to speedrun. I
didn't even put the rocket in as well. I'm fucking losing the plot.
So, here we're coming up to the second final boss of the game, technically, which is Excella. And she was this really beautiful woman before, and now she's just absolutely breathtaking. I mean, look at her. Oh my god. Wouldn't you want that? You guys have the music for this, but I don't have the music on because we don't usually run with music on for this game. And if you don't have music on, all you can just constantly hear is the same noise over and over again of this weird squelching while she tries to kill you. And it's really unsettling. Good luck, Shark.
I should have put the music back on just so it wasn't silent for you guys. Yeah.
I mean, the music's pretty nice, but when you hear it so much, in the end, it just kind of gets to, like, why are we still here, you know?
Persistent son of a bitch.
Now, we have to avoid these, otherwise Excella's going to just destroy us, which is not fun. And flame rounds will instantly take these out of the way, whereas normally you'd have to run around them, which wastes a lot of time.
Which is why I picked them up.
I thought you were going to get me hit then, you know. Just stood behind me like a melon. Yeah.
Not be so rude.
And another little interesting thing that we can do here is this enemy here normally turns into a crab. But there are many ways you can actually stop him from turning into a crab. And one of them is that if he's on the floor, he can't physically transform. So if he's on the floor, you can keep shooting him, and as soon as he goes to 0 HP, he just dies. No questions asked. Or you can either hit him with a rocket in a certain position, and I think that kills him instantly. And there's a bunch of other ways. What are you doing, game?
I didn't climb on the ladder. Oh.
I just gave you a grenade instead of shooting me rocket.
You're well professional.
For this fight, we have to get rid of Excella's 2 little bulbs, which we just did.
Oh, standing there on the spot.
Where I use a normal rocket launcher and Matt uses the satellite. And to finish this fight off, you just simply shoot Excella with a normal rocket, and she dies instantly. There is another way to do this fight without using any rockets, and it's really interesting, but you have to have the lowest DA. And you can do that on the no merchant run. Now, DA really isn't that important on this run, except for in the beginning. You can and a couple areas, you can basically just do whatever you want with it. But DA is super important on the on solo runs because it affects so much of it. Yeah, you can rocket or neck breaker him and he'll die.
So that's Ouroboros. I fear for the world if that ever
God
gets out.
damn it, Wesker.
God damn it, Wesker.
Oh, my favourite line's coming up. Obama equipped with missiles? Oh no.
Not by a round
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
It's I don't know why it's one of my favorite things. It's the way she says it. It just sounds like Obama equipped with missiles. It's just because of her accent. All right, now is another waiting area of this game. This is literally just this entire game is just that. So if there are any donations or anything, you can read them out if you'd like, because we're literally stood here waiting for this door to open.
Yeah, I would like to mention that we are raising money for Save the Children.
Mate.
Great. They're fantastic, by the way. They help children all over the world. They even help with, like, distributing vaccines for COVID to places that, have a harder time receiving those, which is fantastic. Even something as small as, $1 can provide 4 children with treatment against pneumonia, which is a life-threatening illness, etc. So if you have a couple bucks to throw towards the charity, that would be fantastic.
That's cool. All these charities and stuff, okay, just uploading them, but all these charities really warm my heart. Like, sometimes you just don't really think about what's going on in the world, especially like in times like this, and other countries and stuff that are affected by it worse than others. So it's really nice to see that like the communities like this are coming together and helping raise money for things like this. I should be dead.
What is that? What is happening?
So, like I said, this player's literally just waiting for doors to open, and unfortunately, we did get some pretty bad luck. Which basically means that while we don't have to restart this checkpoint, we're going to have to be a little bit careful with what we're about to do next.
Heal me.
I'm coming.
Oh, mate, stop shooting me.
And I lost it. It's not like it mattered that I just killed you. You just lost it all again instantly.
Yeah, but
I got another one.
I'm not dying. So,
another interesting thing about this game is on every difficulty but professional, if you're on caution, the next enemy you kill or the next item or the next box you break, as long as it's not got an item in there, always that item, you'll always get a healing item inside of it. Which makes the game a lot better, honestly, because some of the areas you can get into trouble on this are really annoying. And now we just stand here like Muppets for a few minutes while we just wait for this door to open.
Fun.
It's all we have to do. Like, there's some really interesting music. Meanwhile, all I can hear is just this silent beeping noise with Matt screaming "Go" constantly at me. Still not last in the leaderboard. Yeah, I mean, some of the runs on this, not terrible, obviously, but like a lot of the runs are from like 4 years ago plus. So, yeah, the Chevy RNG has been horrible. This is why I've not PB'd this run. Bloody Chevy ruining my runs. So, right here is the Airfield Wesker fight, and up until recently we had no idea how this fight worked properly. You can one-cycle this fight, and the way we're doing that is simply just by, alright game, shooting a rocket relatively far away from him because I pulled out my sniper.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No, it did. You didn't shoot him.
I did shoot him.
Oh, really? Well,
yes,
okay.
I did shoot him.
Let's try that again, shall we? Well, I'd argue that. As I was saying, the way to do it is to shoot a rocket relatively far away from him. And then he goes down instantly like that, and you can inject him. You have to shoot it a specific distance away from him, and he has to be doing certain movements, otherwise it won't damage him. There's 4 RNGs for that fight, and all of them are as terrible as each other.
Oh, you can do your impression.
No.
Why is it good?
No, it's not.
It is though.
It's not. I do a really bad impression of Wesker. And Matt keeps saying it's really good, but it's not.
Well, I'm sorry for giving you a compliment. Oh, I need to press the wrong button then.
What are you doing? Complimenting
You gave
me?
me B for some reason. Welcome.
Oh, my stream's basically caught up again. Poggers. Right in time for the end of the game. And now we're at the final area of the game where we actually fight the final boss, which is also, again, Wesker. And either of us could actually do this boss fight, but it's quicker if I do it. And you guys might be a little confused for anyone who plays this casual as to how easy this fight is, considering how awful it can be. I'm gonna miss this now, aren't I? I'm gonna get laughed at.
Probably.
All I have to do is aim in and rock it, and he's gone. Look at that, beautiful. Wow.
That was. Wait, times when we press this QT.
Yeah, press this. You can start the timer now.
Even though it doesn't matter because there's no time.
Screw the timer. Look at that, 20 minutes, new world record, guys.
20 minutes, 52 seconds. Hot damn.
So good.
Absolutely incredible.
Incredible.
Instant
game.
hour saved, exactly. That's an hour and 10 minutes PB right there, boys.
Like 131 or 132 something. I think.
Really? That's
Maybe? I don't know. I have to go back to when
I reckon it'd be like a 133 maybe, but that's not that bad, honestly. But that's the end of the run. Thank you guys for coming in and watching. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
You ain't getting rid of me though, because I'm doing the next run. So
yeah, Matt's doing the next one. I'm gonna disappear, but
don't need him anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
If you
I'll move you over to the other room for now, and then we'll get you set up.
Okay.
All right. Again, thank you guys.
All right. Good stuff. Thank you so much. That was Mattmatt and Demented Salad. Up next will be Blade 2 by Mattmatt, doing an 80% new game plus. Stay tuned.